Now then, welcome to the channel, Lake District and Rosthwaite. And today, it's not a very big walk today, we're just going up to tick off my final Birkett in the Central Fells, which is King's How. So we're just going up here by the side of Hazel Bank, and we're going up in the general direction of Grange Fell. But we're not going up there, but you could if you wanted to, it's not far off this route. And up to King's How, down to Grange, and then pretty much back along the river, all the way back to Rosthwaite. So as we head on up this footpath past Hazel Bank, let's have a quick look at the route. So we're on this good path that leads all the way over to Watendlath, if you should so wish to go over there. We're going to go up to, I think it's called Resting Stone on the map, and there's a gate in the wall on the left there. We go through that and we drop down a bit by the side of these trees over here. And then it's a bit of a sharp pull up by the side of them, and then rather than going up to Grange Fell, which like I said you could if you wanted to do that at Wainwrights, but we're not. We're just going to veer off left straight over to King's How. So it's not 5 miles into this one, so it'll probably be only a short video. Nice and quiet, nobody around. Right, onwards. Well, it was very autumnal coming through those trees, and with the mists hanging on the tops of the fells behind us. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is known as the season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, and it's quite a nice time of year. On the radio, as we were on our way here this morning, they described this current spell of weather sitting underneath a high pressure as a period of anticyclonic gloom. Well, I don't think there's anything gloomy about that, is there? I mean, you're not going to get views from the tops of the high fells, and we haven't the last couple of times we've been up there. But as I said, as we were on our way back down Ranadale on the last video, certainly atmospheric. Yeah, if you're not going up to big boys, there's nothing wrong with this at all, is there? Right, carry on upwards. So we've branched off the main path at that gate, and we drop down and lose a bit of height here before climbing up the other side of these trees in front of us. That path there, like I said, it goes straight over to Watendlath, or you could go up there and turn off right over towards Tarn and is it Great Crag up there. So oh, nearly. It's a bit muddy and a bit slippy here. Right, try and stay stood up until we get, I can't remember if it's a gate or a stile, this wall down here. Right, on we go. Come on, let's give you a hand. Go on, up you go. Go on, up you go. That's it, good boy. So we're over that stile, and now we climb up by the side of these trees, and this bit is it's the steepest part of the route. Is this? It's not that long though. And this path takes you up to Grange Fell if you wanted to go all the way up there, which we're not. Oh, I've had to delayer a bit as well. It's quite mild. Right, so we'll work our way up through these trees. So it flattened out for a bit back there, and now we're on to another steep bit. That's a nice view though, isn't it? Even in the anticyclonic gloom, looking back over Rosthwaite where we've come up from. Oh, yeah, right, upwards. So we've arrived at a fork in the path. The main one goes up that way, that's the top of Brund Fell up there. But we're going to head down here. Hang on. We drop down there, and that's where we're going, King's How. Right, so we'll plod our way over there, and we might stop for coffee and a chew up there. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Well, I think Charlie must be getting the hang of styles. He flew over that one, no problem at all. Thought I'd have to give him a helping hand. It's great that harness that he's got. It's got a little handle on top of it. I mean, first time I saw a dog wearing one of them, it was only a little thing. I don't know, something like a Jack Russell or something like that. And woman just picked it up by handle and over at style. It tickled me, did that. But no, he breezed that one. this is great, is this? Absolutely beautiful. Even in the murk, there's nobody around, and it's so atmospheric. Nice clear paths to walk on. It was a bit soggy just in that little depression before that stile there. Nothing to worry about. And we're nearly at King's How now. Well, I can't remember earlier if I said it was my last Birkett in the central fells or the eastern fells. Obviously it's the central fells, isn't it? So I think I might have got that wrong earlier. So yeah, after this there's only, for Birketts and outlying fells, I've just got, I think, 4 left to do in the Shap fells, which I'm not looking forward to. I was going to do them this year, but with how wet it was all summer, I just didn't fancy it. We've got to have a dry spell before I'll get over there. So that's their Birketts and outlying fells and the far eastern fells. And after that, all I've got left to do is the southern fells, but they're a long drive for me. The furthest I could get to, I think the furthest away will be Humphrey Head, I think. So yeah, I don't know how I'll get on with them. At the moment, I'm concentrating really on completing the Wainwrights second time round. So after this one, there'll be another little mini series leading up to Christmas in the, now then, where is it? Is that Central Fells or Eastern? I can't remember, but there's going to be I think 5 videos all in the same Wainwright area, and I can't remember which one. And then that'll have finished that section off second time round, and then I'll only have Western and Southern Fells to finish off then. Oh, now it looks like this is an area of old slate quarries, perhaps. I'm just sticking it on the camera and let you have a look. Oh yeah, with all this like spoil left, and there's a little building here. I wonder if this was an area of a small quarry or something. Right, so that in front of us is our objective of the day, and that didn't take us long. Right, I don't know, is that just a sheepfold, is it, or is it the remains of an old building? Don't know. Right, I'm waffling, aren't I? So I'm going to shut up and we'll get ourselves up there. So there seem to be options just after the remains of that stile there. There was a path going either way, and barn it, look, and the path going straight up. So we've chosen the straight up route. Right, upwards. So that's King's How done. Didn't stop up there, it's been summit hogged, and they won't move, some people. You can see that you want to get to the top and take a photo, and they just won't move, will they? Just ignorant, aren't they? Right, so we're going to make our way down now, and there's a nice view up here over to Derwent Water, so we might stop there for our coffee and a chew. I'll just stick you onto the camera as we're approaching it. So that's a decent view looking over to Derwent Water. So we're going to park ourselves down here and have our coffee and a chew for a few minutes and admire that through the haze. Yep, lovely. So we've had our coffee with that view there, looking over Derwent Water, which is looking atmospheric in the, what's it called, anticyclonic gloom over there. So I'll just show you over here. I mean, we've just come down from up there, which is King's Howe. Couldn't do any filming up there with them folk up there. They just wouldn't move at all. So this whole area over here where we've just kind of come from, that's all Grange Fell, and there's something, you can see there's various tops of it. That one there, that's the Wainwright top, and that's called Brund Fell. That's what it's named as on the OS map. And if we come round over this way, you can see there's various other tops over there. There's the delightfully named Joppelty Howe, which is lovely, isn't it? I did have a wild camp planned for that this year, but we've just not had the weather for it. I've not had time off work to coincide with decent weather to do it over there, but hopefully if we get some decent weather next year, a wild camp on Joppelty Howe should be good. So right, we're going to head back over that way towards Derwent Water, round another crag down, is it Eagle Crag down there? So we'll see you on our way down there. Well, it's a good path, this, coming down through the trees. It's one I've never been on before. It's new territory. Yeah, it's quite good. It's peaceful again now. There was a few people on the way up to King's Howe and on the top of it. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful coming through here now. I'm gonna have to get a bit of a wriggle on. Got a message last night, mate of mine. He's had his motorhome in garage for some repairs and it's ready for picking up. Wants me to take him to get it today, but garage closes at 3 o'clock and it's about 3/4 of an hour journey from home to get to it. So I said if I'm back in time, we set off early this morning to see if we could get back in time to take him. So we're messing about up there filming and whatever. I've put myself a bit behind time under this fallen tree. So, I mean, once we get down to Grange, it's just back along river pretty much from there. So, should be able to get a move on there. This, with these, all the rocks being wet and covered in fallen leaves, they're a bit slippy in places, so just got to be careful coming down here. But no, it's a nice path through these woods. Right, down we go. So we're down off the steep section, coming down through the woods there. I think that's, hang on, let's have a look up there. We've just come down, I think that's Eagle Crag. And I'm glad to be down there actually. I mean, it was a good pitched path, but the rocks were covered in fallen leaves and they were wet. So they're a bit slippy in places, so I couldn't really get too much of a move on coming down there. Oh, right, so I don't think it's long before we pop out on the road and then into Grange, and then it's just through the woods and by the river back from Grange. Right, onwards. Well, that's us through Grange. Never been there before. My original plan was to stop there for a coffee, but since we've got to rescue a damsel in distress, I don't think he'll appreciate being referred to that. Yeah, we're just going to bat on. I don't know if you noticed on that signpost back there, Rosthwaite 2 miles. So we should be in good time. Right, so on we plod along this bit of road. So we've arrived at Gowder Dub, which during summer it's heaving here. It's a very, very popular spot during the summer with the campsite just up the road there as well. Right, so we're going to skirt down below Castle Crag now. Another thing I was going to do if we had time, as we're going around the bottom of Castle Crag, I was going to have a look at Milliken Dalton's cave. We're not going to bother. Save that for another time. Ooh. Right, I feel like I'm blooming tabbing now. Oh, through the gate. Right, on we go. So that was Castle Crag in front of us, the smallest of the Wainwrights. And if you wanted, you could add that on just up here as an out and back. So you could do that on Grange Fell, do a couple of Wainwrights. Oh, it's been a long time since I've legged it along a path at this speed before. A few people on here now as well, and a few dogs. On we go. So that path branching off there that we've just passed, that takes you up to Castle Crag, and I think that Milliken Dalton cave is just up there. Or does that path just go to the cave, and it's path further along here that goes to Castle Crag? I don't know. Right, on we go. So through that gate there, I know for definite that that's a path up to Castle Crag, because that's the way we've been. So you could just go up and down there. I think maybe some paths we saw earlier just went up to caves. There's quite a few up there from old slate mining. Oh, right. I think we're going to be all right for time now. Having legged it along this path. Oof, it's warmed me up. No time to take my coat off though. Right, nearly there. On we go. We're only about a quarter of a mile from car now, so I'm going to sign off. Every man and his dog on this path now. Right, oh, it's been great. That's where we've been, look, up there. Yeah, it's been good. Not overly spectacular, but atmospheric. I really enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. If you have, please do the usual. The liking, subscribing, ring the notification bell, commenting, sharing, all the usual malarkey. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!